Good day. Welcome to the Dev Report. This is the monthly update for the turn-based grand strategy game, Sunset of Lievnos. My name is Tyson Villeneuve, and this is episode 13. We'll be discussing the progress in the game during the month of December 2017. So, actually, after we recorded last month's episode, I realized that we've actually been doing this for a year. And, of course, we missed 1 month, and that was in August. I think we missed August because we were so busy. This year, I'm going to try and make it a full year if I can, but we'll see. So, happy anniversary to this show, I guess. Unfortunately, the other guys couldn't be here. Erica got sick, and the other guys actually were here for the last couple of days, but we just got so tied up with Christmas-oriented things and stuff like that, and I'll talk a little bit about some of that in a second. So I decided to just record this update by myself this time. I'm not sure if they're going to be here for next month either. It'll depend on if we can get Justin down or not, but we'll see. I might see if I can snag Kelsey or something like that. So in terms of the game, December was a really busy month. We had between multiple family parties and work parties and traveling and all that stuff had really kind of hampered some of our progress. So as a result, I'm not done the content creation tool yet. It's a monster of a component. So for January, I'm just gonna keep pushing through that, and we'll see what how far we get. But it's a big part of where we're going next. So we really do need that in place before we really do anything else. I'm not sure. I don't think Erica had she didn't have a lot going on, or a lot to get done this month either. I know Kelsey spent a lot of time on UIs, and he finished another 2 or 3 different UIs, I think. I can't remember which ones he did, but he can talk about those next time when we go. It's one of those, I can't remember. It's whatever he said he was going to do last month. I'm pretty sure he did those. And Justin had a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a health issue. He's fine, but I'll get him to talk about that maybe next time he's on, about what he went through there. But he was out of commission for about a week. So yeah, between Christmas and that, Justin didn't really get a lot done. But we're still moving forward. So January, I think, like I said, I'll be doing the content creation tool. I am taking some time off in January, probably. I wanted to do this the last 2 weeks of January, but I think it's going to look more like the last week of January and the first week of February. So we'll see how that goes. But during that time, I should be able to get a decent amount done, which I'm excited about. The other thing that I want to get into, and this is not super game related, but it's still me related, and I'm hoping that it will kind of grow my exposure a little bit. But one thing that I've been doing a lot of, I've always done this, where I've watched a lot of live streaming of gaming, and I've mentioned Kind of Funny a lot in the past. But I have a few friends who are cosplayers that I watch, and I have I like watching people doing art streams, and there's a couple of devs that I've watched. One of them actually does coding live stream, and the other one does art for the game live stream. And I thought it might be fun to try doing my own art live stream. So I bought a new computer, which is going to help on development, and it's also going to help on this. And I've got a capture card over the holidays. So I'm not exactly sure when. It might not be for a week or two, but just keep an eye on my Twitter, because I'll definitely post about it. And I've got a few art projects that I'm thinking about sharing, because it would be, I just want to talk to people and get some opinions, and just kind of just hang out and have a good time. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to start doing that fairly soon as well. The one thing that I need to do is reconfigure my studio space a little bit. So I'm actually trying a new setup right now. As you can see, there's no corner behind me. The corner is actually on the other side of the room, which is, I think, working better, but this room is actually a little bit small. So what I'm thinking about doing is swapping my office room with the recording room. So my office would be a little bit smaller, but the studio would be bigger. So we'll see. That the only problem with that is that I'm gonna have to do some light reno work. I have to paint one of the walls and that kind of stuff. So I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but it's on the list of things to try. So that will be cool to get that going. And I also need to buy a green screen so that I can block out some of the back crap, stuff like that. So I'll have to try and get one of those when I can too. So I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. The whole podcast thing I've really enjoyed, and so I'm hoping that I can do more of that. And I'm also producing a show for one of my friends who has a Patreon. She's a musician, and she's really awesome, and I've tweeted about her multiple times, but because I've got all this gear and the lighting and the cameras and the studio space, I'm going to be working with her to produce the show. Her name is Kayla Williams, by the way. She's actually the one who's doing music for the game. So part of this agreement is that I'll help her run that show with my new capture card, which allows me to use my DSLR as a second camera. And so I'm going to be helping her with her live shows, which are really cool. She performs music, gives kind of an update of what she's working on next and stuff like that. So, and then in exchange for that, she's going to be working more on the game than originally planned. So I was going to do some of the composition, and I may still, but really I think I need to just dedicate my time to programming and getting this game done. So in that case, I'll probably just offload most of the composition to her. Again, she's a fantastic musician, so we're gonna have some really good music there, I think. So and I have plans on getting her on this show actually. So I think what I want to do is in the next couple of months, hopefully, she'll get one of the songs done. And we actually do have a song done. But just as time has gone on, I'm not sure I'm 100% satisfied with it. So I think I want to get her working on a new song and really polish that up, and then kind of just throw that out kind of for anybody who's watching or waiting for this game, just as a little tidbit of things to munch on while you're waiting. And then I'll have Kayla on and we can talk about about her. I'll do a little bit interview with her and talk about gaming and her side of things, because she's played games in the past, and I'm not sure she plays a lot of games right now, but we've had some good gaming experiences there in the past. So I'll bring her on and chat with her about that. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is just kind of a rediscovery of gaming, so to speak. So now I've always been a gamer, like pretty much since I was, I think since I was like 4 or 5 with my uncle's Atari. And you can check out our episode on Tyson's gaming history to kind of delve a little bit more into that if you're interested. But in the recent years, I want to say, oh man, I'd say 5 to 10 years. There's been a couple of great gaming moments. Like Persona 4 was fantastic. We played 7 Days to Die. Terraria, these games where they have been like major, this major good memories with them, really good memories. But I'd say really specifically in the last 3 or 4 years, I would say I have not spent a lot of time gaming at all, and I don't want to say passion, because my passion for making games is unchanged, but my enjoyment of gaming has been on the decline and a lot lower. I just haven't found anything that really struck a chord with me. But I had like a fantastic Christmas, and it really reignited my passion for gaming. And so it on Christmas Day, my girlfriend bought me a Switch, and my mom and my girlfriend pooled our money together to buy my brother a Switch. And so it was the first time in, I think since we were kids, that we got a game console for Christmas, and we got Mario+Rabbids as well. And me and my brother got up. We were up early. I think we got up at 7, unwrapped presents. My mom and my brother also got me the Lego Ghostbusters Firehouse, which is 4,600 pieces, and it's just unbelievable. So I'm really excited about that. But But yeah, so this is the first time we got a console for Christmas, and my brother and I just played Rabbids like all day, and we just swapped turns, and then we got after we finished World 1, then we opened up the co-op missions, and we had just an amazing time with it. And so I played Switch all week, and then Justin came down. What is today? Monday. So he came down on Friday, and we had planned on doing a bunch of things, but one of the things we were planning on doing was playing the Farming Simulator 2017. So the last time we played 2013, of course, around that time years ago, and had a really good time with it. It's one of my best gaming memories was back playing that game. So we were like, well, let's play a little bit of this game, and we'll play some other things and whatever. Well, we played on Friday night. They came at 7, and we played till I think 3 in the morning, and just completely unplanned. And like we played, must have been 6 or 7 hours straight, and had just an amazing time. And then Saturday, the whole day, we watched Kubo and the Two Strings, which is a fantastic movie, by the way, that night. And then Sunday morning, we played board games with Erica. She was not feeling great, so we didn't do the podcast, but she did come over for a little bit. Hopefully I don't get sick as a result. But then we dived into Farming Simulator, and we played till 4:30 in the morning last night. And I was running on 5 hours of sleep the day before after playing till 3 in the morning. We got up, I think, at 8:30. Crazy, but like unreal fun. Like it was. I know it's Farming Simulator 2017, and most people would kind of laugh at that, but we, all three of us, grew up on our family farm. And like when I was growing up, I'm a little bit older than my cousin, so when he was a baby, that's when I was a child there, and my grandpa was on the farm, and then his dad took over that farm. So we both grew up on that farm farming, and there's a special spot we have in us for farming and baling and you know, the smells and cattle and cultivating and all that kind of stuff. So it's for us, it's we go in there multiplayer. We have our farm and just growing our farm and upgrading things. It's a really good time, and it really brought me back. These two games, Rabbids and Farming Simulator, and the experience we had, it really is something special. And I'm really kind of thinking, man, you know, I got to prioritize some gaming a little bit. And I know a lot of people might say, oh, you're wasting your time with games, and I don't know, like for me, and I'm sure a lot of people, it's the best experiences I have in my life is doing these things. And so I think I'm going to try and make some more time to play some things, and especially something like this marathon session where we can say, okay, this weekend is just, you know, guilt-free, forget all the responsibilities, let's just do whatever we want and stay up late and have fun. So yeah, it was amazing, and I'm really glad that happened. And so we'll see what happens there. But we might end up doing some kind of live stream of that too at one point in the future, which would be really cool, because part of that this whole thing that reminded me, because it wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't for the guys with me, you know, and even my girlfriend, she didn't play with us on that game, although she did get a Switch and Zelda, so I'm excited about that, which is really cool. But if it wasn't, she was there and she was doing some Lego and some writing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was just us chilling out, all four of us just hanging out and us doing farming and having conversations and it was amazing. And so it did bring me back to, you know, when I was a kid hanging out and doing those kind of things. So I feel like the live streaming and all that kind of stuff and that community nature and finding those like-minded people is something that I want to pursue. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and integrate that a little bit more over the next few months and see where that goes. Let's see, is that all? I think that's all that I have for this update. So yeah, thanks for joining me today, and we will see you next month.